These are some of the men who went to battle for Argentina in 1982 when the Argentine military invaded the British-ruled Falkland Islands. Veteran Eduardo Zapala says Margaret Thatcher is not a hero, but a tyrant. For her to have ordered the sinking of a ship that was outside the exclusion zone, well, I don't think she'll be going to heaven or to hell, because I'm not sure that she is even human, he says. When Argentina attacked, Thatcher decided to fight, sending warships and troops to the South Atlantic to defend the islands, which have been a British territory since 1833, but for which Argentina has long claimed sovereignty. During the 74-day war, some 900 British and Argentine soldiers died before Argentine forces surrendered on June 14, 1982. The invasion was the Argentine military's last-ditch effort to retain power during an era when they killed as many as 30,000 suspected dissidents known as the Disappeared. Argentines have always been taught that Las Islas Malvinas, as they are known in Spanish, were theirs, and military leaders bet that nationalism would garner them support.
You know, the Argentine people were completely duped.
British journalist Robert Cox is the former editor of the English-language Buenos Aires Herald. He says once Argentines realized that teenage soldiers were being sent to fight without proper training or provisions, they turned against the junta leaders and begrudgingly accepted Thatcher's determination.
I mean, I've heard Argentines jokingly say we should put up a monument to her because if it wasn't for her, the military would still be in power.
The Argentines did not build a monument to Margaret Thatcher, but they did build this one for the 649 Argentine soldiers lost in battle. Shortly after the war ended, the Argentine military fell and democracy returned in 1983. That same year, Mrs. Thatcher used the so-called Falklands factor to win a landslide re-election. Still, resentment runs deep here, and many Argentines feel contempt for the Iron Lady.
They hate her, but they never speak against her personal flaws. To the contrary, she was admired, disliked, but admired.
Today, Argentina and Britain continue their diplomatic bickering over the islands. Buenos Aires still claims sovereignty, while London says as long as the island's 3,000 residents want to remain British, they will. Recent revelations about possible oil reserves in the area have raised the stakes of the debate even more. But for these ex-soldiers who are protesting for veteran benefits from the Argentine government, the long ongoing dispute needs to come to an end.
It's a diplomatic solution, not military, not civilian. The states must be in contact and resolve this problem. It's the only way to be in peace.
A peace Margaret Thatcher was willing to go to war for to achieve. Brian Burns, CNN, Buenos Aires.